At the screen, you'll see some things tonight that you've never seen before.
Reaching the year 2009 marks the 50th anniversary of the California Golf Writers for the founding of the California Golf Hall of Fame. It was back in 1959 when the likes of Walt Gamage of the Palo Alto Times, Fred Merrick of the San Jose Mercury, and Nelson Cullenwert of what was then the San Francisco Call Bulletin gathered at the Los Altos Country Club. Bob Hanna was then the very far-sighted director of the Northern California Golf Association. Club manager Joel Brown and golf professional Al Moss were also involved in what was going on. And, in addition to the discussion about the annual golf awards, the imposing subject of a California Golf Hall of Fame came up. And now we celebrate a 50-year history of our great game in the most honorable way, with a hall which houses many of the greatest names our beloved game has ever known. These annual gatherings were originally held in Los Altos, but the Bing Crosby tournament was a major attraction at that time, and the Northern California Golf Association was headed on to the Monterey Peninsula direction, too. In its early years, the annual banquet drew capacity crowds at Los Altos. More than 200 would jam themselves into the big room at Monterey Peninsula Country Club when
This game we know, and let's take a look at it right now.
Reaching the year 2009 marks the 50th anniversary of the California Golf Writers for the founding of the California Golf Hall of Fame. It was back in 1959 when the likes of Walt Gamage of the Palo Alto Times, Fred Merrick of the San Jose Mercury, and Nelson Cullenwert of what was then the San Francisco Call Bulletin gathered at the Los Altos Country Club. Bob Hanna was then the very far-sighted director of the Northern California Golf Association. With the legendary... Before he enlisted in the Navy for World War II, Lawson played all kinds of exhibitions for the Red Cross and the War Bond Tour, many with his good friend Bing Crosby. And shortly thereafter, he settled on his beloved Monterey Peninsula and was always a tremendous draw at those early Bing Crosby National Pro-Ams. We honor the memory of Lawson Little, one of the first entrants into the California Golf Hall of Fame, right here on this 50th anniversary.
I've only come to this dinner because Bob Murphy was the MC of it. It's the only reason I've ever come about. We'll be at the bar, Bob.
These Bing Crosby Pro-Am events were played in Southern California at Rancho Santa Fe from 1937 up through a War Bond event won by Johnny Dawson in 1942. Bing moved the event to his beloved Monterey Peninsula right after the war in 1947.
Congratulations, Murph.
Bob Murphy, everybody.
Yeah, that's a little overwhelming. I'm not used to that sort of thing. I've been booed a few times.
The incomparable Bob Murphy into the 2008 Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Murph.
Bob Murphy, everybody.